These two Bucknell juniors have certainly made a splash in their time competing for the Bison. Tara Boyle is a two-time Patriot League champion off the 1-meter board, and Katie Hetherington took home first place in the 3-meter dive at the Patriot League Championships last season. Hetherington also holds the school diving records in both the 1 and 3-meter boards. More recently, she picked up her 10th Career Female Diver of the Week award after just 2 meets as a junior. As a freshman, she broke the Bison 1-meter record in her first collegiate meet with a score of 264.68.
That day I just kind of went into the meet like, please don't mess up. Like, this was my first college meet, and that summer I hadn't had a good season. It just wasn't good for me, so I was like, let's try to start off on a good note. And I wasn't really trying to go for any score. I didn't even know I had come close to breaking it, and one of the guys on the team, John, was just like, are you serious? He came up to me and I was like, what just happened? But it was really exciting.
In her 4th career meet, Hetherington broke Bucknell's 3-meter record with a 285.05 score. Then, as a sophomore, she shattered her own 3-meter record with a score of 300.55.
3-meter, I think, is my better board. I like it more once I get in the swing of things, because relearning dives on 3 meters is a little bit more scary than 1 meter, but I feel like everyone's really even on the 1-meter board. Like, we all do mostly the same dives and hit them like pretty consistently. And on 3-meter, I have more fun doing more flips, and I feel like I do them pretty well.
So far, Katie has competed in 4 Patriot League Championship diving events throughout her career at Bucknell, and she has never finished lower than 3rd. She took 3rd place last year in the 1-meter dive at the Patriot League Finals. Katie's teammate Tara Boyle earned the gold medal in the same event with 243.2 points, and in doing so became the first Bison 2-time champion.
I was not expecting to win at all. I think after prelims, my teammates were in 1st and 2nd and I was in 4th, so going into finals, I thought, like, I want to be on the podium, I'm going for 3rd. So I was trying to go for 3rd because I just wanted to be on the podium. And then I just did my dives to the best of my ability and tried not to pay attention to anyone else. And I don't look at the scoreboard during the meets because when I know my score, I play a number game with myself about if I want to get to a certain score, I need to get a certain score on my dives. And so I play games with myself in my head, so I just can't look at the scoreboard during the meet. And so after my last dive, I was watching the scores. I always watch the final scores. And it was weird because I was going 3rd to last, I guess, so there's 3 girls after me. And so I watched everyone else's final scores, and I went, and my score was higher than theirs. And the next 3 girls went, and my score was still the top score on the board. And I literally turned to one of my teammates, Tori, and said, did I just win? So it was such a surprise. It was a huge honor, but I was so surprised.
Whereas Katie prefers the 3-meter board, Tara's diving preference is with the 1-meter.
That's the one that I won both years. I'm just more comfortable on 1-meter. 3-meter, there's a lot more that can go wrong, and when it does go wrong, it hurts more to do it on 3-meter. So I'm just a lot more comfortable on 1-meter, so I enjoy diving 1-meter more.
Thanks to mental focus, proper technique, and muscle memory, things tend to go right for Hetherington and Boyle once they bounce off the board.
I try not to look at the stands when I get on the board because I feel like that's reminding me that there are people actually watching me dive. So I just try and get on the board and get focused and think about the dive that I'm doing, maybe visualize it depending on the dive.
For me, I just kind of remind myself that my body knows how to do what it's about to do, and then I just kind of 1, 2, 3, go.
Leave it to your body to do the rest. I don't really think about anything in the air because I wouldn't know what to think about. A lot of my dives I've done for so long that it's just total muscle memory. Just kind of got to trust your body.
When I come out of the water, my face is normally pretty neutral. I show more emotion underwater, so I kind of like to fly under the radar.
When you can tell you did a good dive, it's pretty satisfying to hit the water because you know you just did a good dive.
When they're out of the water, Katie, Tara, and teammate Tori Mulcahy, as well as the rest of the Bison divers, share a team camaraderie that pushes them to challenge one another to become better in a sport that is largely focused on individual achievement.
It's I guess at a meet, your teammates, since diving is an individual sport, they're technically your competition, but I've literally never thought about any of the people I dive with as my competition. You want to see them do well, if someone has an awesome dive, you tell them that was an awesome dive, and you just are happy for them and happy with them, even if you're not having the best meet. We all cheer for each other, really genuinely support each other because we want to see each other do well.
I think we all kind of push each other to learn new dives. We do a good job cheering on each other and pushing ourselves. We're competitive, but in a good way.
Hetherington and Boyle will look to defend their Patriot League titles and continue to improve their scores throughout the season. For the Patriot League Network, I'm Melanie Plowski.